started out the Hub at Hope here. I met Lorraine in a chance meeting about 5 years ago, and was talking about wanting to do mission out to cyclists, walkers, but families that were wanted to go into church, but out and about in the countryside. And Lorraine said, "Oh,
what a good idea! I love doing outdoor stuff, and I had this idea about doing something with walking and outside." And we just started talking about it.
Yeah. So we started pre-COVID. We did it. I did it just as I was working at the time, but I started it up as well here. Lorraine was helping us, and we invited a lot of people in. So we invited walkers and bikers, and that's how we started.
Yeah.
And then God blessed us by bringing in families, which we weren't sort of ready for, were we?
No, we thought it would be older people who like getting out and about, but the families were like, "We want this."
Yeah. So we now do a lot of stuff out and about. So last week we were cycling and walking and finding out about God. We've been this summer looking up at the trees under Sherwood Pines, imagining God in creation right through trees and how trees have been in the Bible. We've looked at water. We've been paddling in the summer and thinking about how water is in the Bible, and that water is mentioned more in the Bible than love, joy, hope and peace, but actually spans Genesis to Revelation.
When we started looking for somewhere to hold this, there were some older people in the church here who were saying, we can't carry on like this, what can we do different? So when Jonathan and I came to talk to them, they were right behind us, and such a blessing the way they've helped us and continued to support us on our journey.
Well, I'm the longest serving member at the moment. We did have 4 or 5 of us, and we realised that the chapel was going to possibly close, and it was looked at including or experimenting with different ways of keeping the chapel going. So we came across Jonathan and the Hub, and he came along several times and we got the Hub going. I've welcomed it. It's a different kind of praise, etc. I'm used to the old type, but I do rather like the new way, and I think it's nice that it encompasses families, which was not the case beforehand. We've been out to the hilltops doing communion, and that is really nice if you go up and look down into the valley. Very rewarding indeed. The walks and looking at nature and discussing the aspects of nature is very rewarding, because you don't necessarily do that within a church environment.
So I love mountain biking. I've got a disability, but I use my bike, use my e-bike, and that it sustains me that I can go out and be out there and see God in creation. It sustains me that we can have communion on the hillsides, not in the building. It sustains me that we meet together like this and can be relaxed, and people can come in and come out, and it all sustains me in that sense. And also the fact we're organic. We're not pressurising to say how many people are here, how many people are on the seats. It's actually organic and saying what. So we have lots of user groups now that are feeling part of who we are, rather than just being a user group, and actually being organic with them and meeting them where they're at, rather than expecting them to come to us doing what we want them to do. And that I find that amazing when you have those sort of conversations.
I think honestly the main thing for me about the Hub is it's like a community that's authentic, people being real, sharing their lives, their journeys, like with faith and with God, and just in life, being honest with each other, praying for each other, and I guess just wrestling with the things we all wrestle with. There's no kind of pat answers to some of these things, but we're in it together and walking together.
And how do your boys enjoy it? Because this is really important.
It's perfect for the kids. I mean, they're really active, very outdoorsy, so the fact that we're always every week out riding, walking, splashing in puddles as part of the way we're learning about God and His world works so well for them. I think if they were just sitting down listening to things, it wouldn't work. So for them, it's just perfect.
Thank you, Rich. Let's go and ride.
Let's do it.
Well, as a couple, we have a real love for the outdoors, so that's why we live in the Peak District. And the reason why we like this church or wanted to sort of help Jonathan with it is that you can build relationships with people very easily when you're out in God's creation.
Look at where you can spend other times other than just being in church on a Sunday and make that your church and allow that to be your church. So if you like playing football or riding bikes or going whatever, see how you can bring that into being, call that church, and be intentional about that you're actually there with people and you're blessing them. And then if you need to do what you want to do on a Sunday, which you normally would do, singing songs, whatever, find some other time to do that so that you're actually with people on a Sunday that need to be blessed. Brilliant. And you will find that you will be blessed and you will grow church, because they will start to talk to you about, why are you here with us? What are you doing? What is that about?
Spread your wings, embrace it, and you'll find it very, very satisfying.